Sorry, we just got done eating, and so if I have food on my face, my bad. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about something very important. It has been daunting and haunting me for a long time, and there was something that he had said to me, and maybe you have all been through this too. When I got pregnant and I conceived Aurelia, I didn't understand why he stopped having sex with me, stopped touching me, stopped everything. Wouldn't even hold me at night. And one day, right before he got to work, he looked at me and said, "I can't do this anymore." And he looked at me with a real serious face. And he tells me still from this day it was just about sex. He couldn't touch me because I was pregnant and it grossed him out. No, it was deeper than that. He quit on us. He discarded us, and he wouldn't admit to it. And so he stayed around this whole time, nitpicking, and starting fights slowly through his ways of manipulating me, controlling me, and he's been waiting for me to leave out of this relationship so he can blame me for everything like he just tried to do in the videos last time. And any man that sits there and hides in the bathroom for 45 minutes, any man that goes out and smokes a whole pack in 1, 2, 3 hours and has to go run back out to get more, is a man that has quit on his relationship and won't admit that he's the problem. He's too immature to deal with the emotions or deal with anything. And anytime you try to sit down and talk a real conversation with him, he cuts you off, walks away, goes silent, leaves, does whatever he does. And for 2 years, I started becoming that man. I started mirroring exactly what he was doing to me to see if it would teach him a lesson. And it didn't. It gave him the space he wanted. And it was the wrong thing to do. Because in your own home, when a man runs from you and goes anywhere, or if you had a basement, hides in the basement and plays games and doesn't pay attention to you, is a man that quit on his marriage. Lee M. Borgie has quit on his marriage right before the baby was even conceived. And that is the saddest thing I ever knew. If I knew at 17 years our relationship was completely over and he gave up on us completely, I would have tucked my tail, cried my eyes out to God, and I would have moved on. But when he falsified it in these last 5 years, acting like he was trying to be in it, I tried even harder to fight for us. And all I was doing was filling a cup that was never going to fill my cup back. So I am warning you all now. Anybody that's going through this, listen to God. He's very quiet about this. He's telling you to get out. Get the fuck out of the situation now before they siphon you completely, cry to their mommies and daddies how you were the problem, and turn their whole family. See, I'm glad that God had me go to Italy this year, because the family that Lee has that believes in God seen a change in him this year and didn't like it at all. And when they found out he didn't believe in God at all, they knew that I was not the problem like he kept saying I was. They seen it. It wasn't just me. And I'm not the narcissist that everybody is trying to make me out to be on certain parts of these comments on this page. No, I've been narcissistically abused. I've been trauma bonded with this motherfucker and heartbroken, and my whole family has fucked me over so bad. And some of my in-law and my father-in-law, some of his family, which are those guys, have really broken me down and didn't do a shitting thing for me. And were part of the problem because they raised a son just like that. They raised his son, obviously. Sorry, I might be mixing things up. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this. It is so very important that when someone checks out of a relationship, that you make sure to show that you are not the problem and that they were the problem. Because if you've been married for 23, 24 years like me, there is no checking out. And when I was married, in my eyes, to God, even though he would never physically marry me, which is a blessing in disguise as I see it now, it'll be easier for me to walk away, even though I have no assets to show thanks to this man. But thank God I have 2 businesses that might not have any money right now, but will eventually through God, that I still own myself, not him, because he didn't want to put part in it. And that was another thing I found really sad. When I was making all my medicines and making soaps like I do, he was right there with me, learning how to do it. And now I understand. It was just a whole thing to make it look like he was the good guy still. Because he didn't give a shit. And all those times where I thought he was really trying with me, but still didn't show intimacy, that was all a ploy to make it look good, like he was the good guy. Or the times when I was breastfeeding the baby for 16 months and he was hand feeding me and he kept putting on my face, "Who does this for you? Who does this for you?" And I started feeling weird. That was discernment in my own spirit saying, that's not right. As a man, does not put those kind of things in your face and say that stuff. Who loves you? No one loves you like I do, Ashley. Yeah, no, God does though. So guys and girls, watch out for these kind of situations. Because I promise you, it's not good. Have a beautiful night.